Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and where we give you guys a first perspective on things and how we see them. And in today's episode, I'm going to do a short episode here, and the topic is reacting to the Rockets trading Russell Westbrook for John Wall. So that's the topic I'm going to get into in today's video. But before we get into that, I want you guys to please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Also, be sure to check out our Dreamerspro Podcast and some of our other videos that we have on the channel if you guys enjoyed this video. So let's just get into this topic here. So this news broke last night. I saw it on my Instagram feed. I think it was either through Woj or NBA.com. No, NBA or ESPN, I don't remember. And I just was scrolling through and I saw Russell Westbrook got traded to the Washington Wizards for John Wall. And you know how they have these images where they have them like superimposed in the new jerseys for the new teams and all of this different stuff. And they had Russell Westbrook standing next to Bradley Beal, and they had John Wall standing next to James Harden. And let me tell you guys my first honest reaction when I saw this. The first thing that came to my mind was, who gives a damn? That was the first thing I thought. I thought to myself, who really cares at this point? Let me just tell you guys why I'm saying this. First of all, we all know Russell Westbrook is a great player. We all know this. Let's look at his career. Russell Westbrook, he's a Hall of Famer. He won the MVP award in 2017, the regular season MVP award. He's been a 9-time All-Star, a 2-time All-Star game MVP. He's been on 9 All-NBA teams, if I'm understanding, 2 All-First, 5 Second, 2 Third. He's led the league in scoring 2 times in 2015 and 2017. He led the league in assists in 2018, 2019. And he also averaged a triple-double, which was something that we deemed to be impossible. He averaged a triple-double for 3 consecutive seasons. It was amazing. And the first time he averaged a triple-double, and he hit, I think, the game that capped it off was when he hit a walk-off shot at the end of the game at the buzzer beater. I don't remember against what team. It was amazing to see him do it. I remember the time when Nipsey Hussle passed, and one game he averaged 20, and 20 he got 20 points, 20 rebounds, and 20 assists or something like that to represent Nipsey Hussle because of his gang that he's from, the Rolling 60s. I assume that's what it was for. So the guy's amazing as an individual talent. However, Russell Westbrook also played with Kevin Durant. And these guys, they went to the finals. In that first finals game against the Miami Heat, he dropped something like 44 points. It was amazing. But overall, if you watch Russell Westbrook, he plays with probably the most energy in the league. He's up there with Giannis Antetokounmpo and these guys. But the problem is, Russell Westbrook, for some reason, doesn't make good decisions in games. Although he's a point guard, I've seen himself take himself out of series because of some emotional spat that he may be having with another player. One time you saw him going back and forth with Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard just walked him off the court and wished him bye-bye. You remember that one? You remember himself fouling out of a game, I think, or getting 2 technicals against the Utah Jazz, going at Ricky Rubio because the game before he had a bad game. He came out and tried to prove a point. And at a certain point, you begin to ask yourself, what is really going on, right? He doesn't really shoot very well from the court. Now, he puts up great numbers, and he's a great player. He's a very, very, very talented player for his career. He's averaged, 24.8 points per game, 1.8 steals, 7.7 rebounds, 7 assists, and shot 41% from the field for his career. No, in the playoffs, excuse me. For his regular season career, he averaged 23 points per game, 1.7 steals per game, 8.3 assists, 7.1 rebounds, and he shot 43% from the field for his career. So Russell Westbrook is a good player, a great player, all-time great player. But when I saw him first pair up with James Harden, I was like, how is this going to work? First of all, the Rockets traded away all their size, and I just wasn't believing. I didn't see how these two guys would mesh. So when I saw the news, I was like, what else? Right? I was like, what else? When I saw that John Wall got traded to the Houston Rockets, I immediately thought about James Harden. James Harden is a great player. We all know this, but I think a lot of his numbers some people may disagree with me, are empty calories because they don't really amount to anything. It's not about averaging 35 points or averaging 40 points per game. That doesn't really mean anything. Is what is the impact of those numbers? LeBron averaged 25 and 10 last season, and I think in 8 or 7 or 8 rebounds. But you can see the effect of it. The guy, the team had the number 1 record in the Western Conference. The team has a good flow. Those stats actually amount to something. Whereas James Harden's numbers, I feel like they're very good for him, and that's it. They benefit him, and that's it. But most of the time, his teammates are just standing on the sideline, watching him dribble the ball, watching him dribble, and then pass it off or shoot, do a step back. So when I heard he got traded to the Washington Wizards, I was like, okay, it doesn't make me all of a sudden going to be like, okay, now I'm going to watch the Washington Wizards play. I don't really care to watch them play really, because do I expect them to go to the NBA championship? No. Do I expect them to contend in the East? No. So I don't have any expectation about that. Now, looking at the other side of the trade with John Wall, him too, he's a great player. He's a 5-time All-Star. He's been on an All-Star. He's been on 1 NBA defensive team, 2nd defensive team. He's also been on a 3rd All-NBA team. So he's a great player, and he won the slam dunk contest in 2014. The other issue with John Wall is that he's always injured, right? He's coming off of an injury just recently. He hasn't played basketball in a very, very long time. But he's going to be playing with James Harden. Now, him and Russell Westbrook were not really great shooters. He's very athletic. He's very quick. He's probably the quickest point guard in the NBA when healthy. But what do I expect from that team? Nothing really. I mean, my overall sentiment is okay. I mean, who cares? Not to put it in a dismissive way, but I feel like the Houston Rockets with James Harden has sort of they've gotten you hyped up for so many years and nothing has come of it. First was them acquiring Dwight Howard, materialized into absolutely nothing. Dwight Howard and James Harden did not get along. Then they went and got Chris Paul. We thought that was going to be a perfect pairing, but then it didn't work out. And at one point, Chris Paul felt like he was being sabotaged by James Harden. There was some plays where Stephen A. Smith even pointed that out on ESPN, and that didn't work out. Then they went and got Russell Westbrook, and the owner of the team, something Fertitta, I can't remember his full name. He was like, yeah, now we have the best team, listening to Daryl Morey and the analytics guy saying, yeah, he goes, because Russell Westbrook gets the most points, averages the most points in the paint, so we're going to get rid of our size and put him in there. And then when they play against the Lakers, what happened? This is what analytics is doing to basketball. I mean, anyway, so that didn't turn out to anything. And now they've swapped basically the same player. One may be a little bit more temperamental than the other one, and I'm supposed to think what? I have no thoughts and opinions about it. I really don't care what happens because I've seen it before, and I really have no interest in watching the Rockets or watching the Washington Wizards, to be quite honest with you, because I feel like it's just going to be more of the same. So that's my opinion on that. So what I want to know from you guys is, what are your thoughts on that trade? Who do you think it benefits? Do you care? If you don't care, why? Those are my general thoughts, man. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro. Wishing you guys an amazing day. If you haven't hit the like button already, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.